This is a video on how to use multiplication. So you could be asked to multiply some big numbers. For example, the typical question here says find the area of the rectangle. So you should know to do area you need to do your length times your width. So we need to do 47 times 8. Now there's lots of different ways you can do 47 times 8. You could write it out 8 times and add them up. You could use the grid method. You could use two different types of box methods. What I'm going to show you is a box method because I find this the quickest and the easiest way. You just need to know your basic times tables. So because we're doing 47, I'm going to draw a box, and I'm going to cut it into two for my 4 and my 7 for 47. We're multiplying by 8, so 8 goes on the right hand side. So this box is for my 4 and the other box is for my 7. And then what we do is we split it diagonal for a tens and a units number. So in this first box, so if I just, in this box, so I need to do, for these two, I need to do 7 times 8. So I know 7 times 8 is 56, so I go 5 and 6 for 56. In this box, I need to do 4 times 8. So I do 4 times my 8 for those two boxes. So 4 times 8 is 32. So I do a 3 and a 2 for 32. Now I've filled in my boxes, you want to add them up diagonal. So you don't need the 47 and 8 anymore. So in this one, I've just got a 6. So a 6 comes on my end. So you're adding them up diagonal. So I've got a 5 and a 2. 5 and 2 makes 7. And in this box, I've just got, I just ripped it out. In that box, I've just got a 3. So it will just be 3. And my answer is then 376. So 47 times 8 is 376. This will work for any size numbers. So if we did another example, so I could just make up two multiplications. Let's say we had 36 times 72. So if you find yourself needing to do 36 times 72, you just draw a 2 by 2 box because you've got 36 and 72 have both 2 digits in. Don't forget to draw your diagonals. In this first box, I need to do 6 times 7. 6 sevens are 42, so I put a 4 and a 2. In this box down here now, we need to do 6 times 2. 6 times 2 is 12, so I put a 1 and a 2 for 12. You can do it in any order, what box you want to do next. So I'm going to do this top one now, 3 times 7, so 3 and 7 are 21, so I do 2 and a 1 for 21. And the bottom box we do 3 times 2, and 3 times 2 is 6. Now 6 has to be written as 0, 6 because our units come second. We then add up our diagonals. So I've just got a 2 here, so it's just equals a 2. In these diagonals I've got a 2, add 1, add 6. So 2 add 1, add 6 is 9. And in these diagonals I've got 4, add 1, add nothing is 5. And add 2 on its own at the top just gives me a 2. So my answer is 2592. So 36 times 72 is 2592. I'm just going to put 3 examples on the next slide now. If you want to pause the video and have a go for yourself first, so I've drawn the boxes already for you and I'll walk you through it. I'm going to start on the first one, so I'm just going to zoom into the first one. So again, because we've got 45 times 7, I need a 2 across, 45, and my 7 goes on the side. In this first box, these two here, so I do 5 times 7, 5 sevens are 35. And in this box, we do 4 times our 7. So 4 times 7 is 28, so I go 2 and 8. Now we need to add them up diagonal. So I've just got a 5 here, so that makes 5. In this example, excuse me, we've got 8 and 3. 8 and 3 make 11. Sorry. So I can't put 11 in there because we need just one digit. So you're going to have to carry your 1 from your 10. So I carry my 1 and I need to add it onto this box. So now I'm adding 2 and I've got to add my extra 1 that I carried to make 3. So 45 times 7 is 315. 5. If I go on to my next example, 62 times 48, so I go 6 and 2 and 4 and 8 for 48. In this top box, we're going to do 2 times 4. 2 times 4 is 8. Don't forget you need to put 0, 8 because there's no tens, there's just units. In this box now we're going to do 2 times 8. 2 times 8 is 16. This top box is 6 times 4. 6 4s are 24. And this bottom one we do our 6. Our 6 times our 8, which is 48. So this not only tests your multiplication grids, but now it tests your add-in. So on this diagonal I've just got the number 6, so 6 is my answer. In this diagonal I've got 8, 1 and 8, that makes 17. So I put my 7, I carry my 1. In this diagonals I've got 0, 4, 4 and my extra 1, so that makes 9. And in this diagonal I've just got my 2, so my answer there is 2. And don't forget your answer then is 2976. So 62 times 48 is 2976. Don't forget you can check your answer quickly on a calculator because you've got time. And last example. So we've got 612, so I would need 3 boxes going across. So 6, 1, 2, and then my 5 and 2, so 52. There's a lot of boxes, you can do them any order you want. So this box here is 2 times 5, so 2 times 5 is 10, so I put 1 0 for 10. This box down here is 2 times 4, 2 times 4, 2 times 2, sorry, is 4, I was jumping ahead. So 2 times 2 is 4. This box here is 1 times 5, 1 times 5 is 5, so I put 0, 5, because I've got no tens. And then this box I'm going to do 1 times 2, 1 times 2 is 2, so I put 0, 2. This box I need to do 6 times the 5, 6 5s are 30. And last box I need to do 6 times 2, which is 12. So don't forget now you need to do your diagonals. So I need to adjust the 4 on its own. Oh, I forgot to draw some extra dots. So I've just got the 4 on its own. This one I've got nothing, nothing and 2, so 0, 0 add 2 is 2. This one I got 1, 5, so 6, add nothing, add 2. Oh, I don't know why I did that then. So 6, 7, 8. And nothing, nothing and 1, which is just 1. And 3 on its own, which is 3. So our answer is 3, 1, 8, 2, 4. 3, 1, 8, 2, 4. Have a go at your own now. Don't forget to check them on the calculator to make sure you've done it correctly.